Let's consider an example of a composite function. So the example is if fx is given as square root of x squared plus 3 and gx is given as x squared plus 2, find f of g of 3 and g of f of 0. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first find my part A, which is basically what? F of g of 3. So in order to find this, what I need to do, I need to find f of g of x first, right? And then when I get that, I will substitute the value of x as what? 3. So f of gx is basically equal to f of gx is x squared plus 2. So I'm going to write x squared plus 2, right? And for every x in fx, I'm going to substitute x squared plus 2. So I will write this is equal to f of x is basically a square root of x squared plus 3. So for x, I'm going to substitute this. So I will write a square root of my x is now x squared plus 2, and then I have a whole square plus 3. So as you can see, my f of g of x is basically what? A square root of x squared plus 2 whole square plus 3. Now I'm going to substitute this x by 3. So I will write this one as f of g of 3 is equal to the square root of x is 3, so I will write 3 squared plus 2 whole squared plus 3. So if I simplify, 3 squared is what? 9 plus 2 whole squared plus 3. 9 plus 2 is what? 9 plus 2 is 11 squared plus 3. And we know that 11 squared is what? 11 squared is, square of 11 is 121 plus 3. So my f of g of 3 will be what? 121 plus 3 is 124, right? So f of g of 3 is the square root of 124, right? Now let's find the part B, which is what? It's given that g of f of 0, right? This is what we need to find. So in order to do that, what I need to do, I need to find g of fx first. So g of fx is what? G of fx is a square root of x squared plus 3. So I will write g of the square root of x squared plus 3, right? Now, when I consider my function of g, what I will do? I will substitute every x by a square root of x squared plus 3 in the function of gx. So this will be my gx is x squared plus 2. So for x, I'm going to substitute x squared plus 3, and then I have this square right here, so I will write squared plus 2, right? If I simplify this expression right here, this term right here, I will get x squared plus 3 plus 2. Now let's simplify further, and if I do that, I have x squared plus 3 plus 2 is 5. So g of f of x is what? X squared plus 5. Now, if you look at the question, I'm looking for g of f of 0. So for this x, what I'm going to do? I'm going to substitute by 0. So I have g of f of 0 is equal to, for x, I'm going to substitute by 0. So this x will be 0 squared plus 5. And square of 0 is what? 0. So I will write 0 plus 5. And 0 plus 5 is 5. So my value of g of f of 0 is basically 5. Right? So as you can see, my value right here for part A is the square root of 124 and for part B is 5. And this is how we will use a composite function to find the given values.